Important topic called RFM analysis. RFM analysis stands for recency, frequency, and monetary value. This is a very common form of segmentation done by companies to understand their customers. This is a form of behavioral segmentation. So, in a sense, we are using the customer's behavioral data to logically group customers into strategic segments. So, let us see a simple example as to how this is done. We We use a simple dataset called sample superstore, which is very commonly used for many BI applications. Especially, this this dataset is used in many Tableau-related tutorials. It is basically deals with the customer sales of different products and subcategories, and there are various parameters like customer name, segment, which category of product, which subcategory of product, what was the quantity, what was the discount, and what was the sales value. So since we have to do customer segmentation at a customer level, we first take out these five specific customer related parameters: customer, product, order, when was the order date, what was the sale, and what was the quantity. So we convert this into a um, date time column, and we look at what is the range of transactions. So basically, we are dealing with 3 years worth of data. So first thing we have to look at what is the cumulative sales, or what is the total sales, uh, total sum of sales, or the total value of sales generated for against each customer ID for different products and different transactions, right? So we will have to keep a reference date. So let's call this as we will take a data set called as reference data. We will take the order date column into a date called reference order date, and we will take a reference date when the last invoice was generated. So this will kind of give us a reference date from which we will calculate our recency, frequency, and monetary values. So first thing we have to do is for we will calculate for based on the reference date how many days have passed since the order date. So we will use the pandas date time function and take the difference of the order date and the reference date. So we are finally left with these columns: customer ID, product ID, order ID, order date, sales, quantity, total sum, and days since last purchase. The next step is to identify the monetary value for each customer. So basically, we combine, we do a group by on each customer ID and calculate the total sum and calculate the mean of total sales per customer. What is the total mean of? In essence, this will give us the um, average sales per customer, as you see, right? Then we will calculate the frequency. So basically, for each customer ID and the order ID, we'll have to count the number of times the number of orders the customer has placed. So recency, we will say what was the last value of the days since last purchase. So this will give us the recency, right? So we already calculated the days since last purchase. We will run a max on it to get the number of days since the last purchase for each customer. So we have aggregated the data at a customer level. So we have both monetary value, frequency, and recency. Now all we have to do is do a summary statistic on the frequency value, recency, and monetary value. Then we filter out the data where such that we have the recency is at least greater than zero. At least we eliminate values which are close to the reference state. Then we have to we run a k-means clustering. So all of us know that for the first step in identifying k-means clustering is to identify the optimal number of clusters. This is by the elbow method. Based on this elbow method, we identify the optimal number of clusters is 4, and then we say, okay, let's strategically group all these customers into 4 buckets. Once we do that, our RFM segmentation is that all we have to now take a snapshot of the RFM. So I'll run this code again. So if we profile these segments, what we will see is that segment 3 has the highest monetary value. It also has the highest recency. So in terms of a recommendation, since segment 3 is showing us the highest characteristics compared to all other segments, we will we will classify segment 3 as probably a high tier segment. Compare Then we will probably it's a toss up between these two segments. So probably these two segments would be middle tier segments, and this would probably are lower tier segments. So here what we have taken is we have taken an entire customer data set and we have logically grouped into similar groups, which will help us do a lot of downstream analysis like targeting the right product for the right customer, also sending out campaigns. This is a very, very simplistic form of customer segmentation. Of course, there are other advanced models that we can build, but I just wanted to share a very simple way of how companies do recency, frequency, and monetary value based segmentation. Thanks for joining, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.